data analysis, which a coworker has not been able to get to work. I don't feel like doing it. Good drinking sounds now, Stretch. You good? That work for you? Any more stretching is gonna have to be on a different website. Oh hey, this still saved. That's convenient. And by convenient, I mean incredibly stupid. Let's play a game called Can I Plug in My Controller Without Knocking Over My Glass of Water? Or my pills? Probably not. Excuse me. Psilocybin paper is driving me crazy because my part is good and it worked and it's perfect and the data is as good as you could hope, but the other parts that other people are working on are having trouble, and I'm sitting here like, oh, my bit's done. Just, why can't we just... why is the rest of it not working? Cut the tip of your finger making lunch. I cut the last knuckle of my pinky last night, and then on my other hand, I somehow sliced open that bit on your forewrist where, like, the bone sticks out. So I am just not doing this right in terms of, like, existing. Also, I woke up with a nosebleed, so... Also, my controller disconnected. How do I hands? I don't know. What am I doing? Oh wait, it's this version. Okay, wait, you have to have a red and a that, and then you have to have a purple, and then you have to have a red, and then you have to pop that red. Which is the trigger, but it's gonna be hard to get up there because all these other crappy pieces are in the way. Of course. Okay, and then we could put a red here. No, we put a... No! Oh god, I screwed that up. That's fine.
Hey, Andy, sweetie, what's that you're drawing? I'm making a map.
Good enough.
Hey, Andy, sweetie, a map.
A map? Excuse me. I didn't know what to call it. Like, your wrist, but not the underside. The top side. And I don't know if everybody has this. I always felt like I had a slightly more pronounced bone there. I remember somebody in high school called it disgusting, which was sort of not great. I was gonna say it looks like this, but it doesn't actually. That looks diseased. Yeah, like the outside, that little bone bump. I guess in high school / maybe now, it is still slightly. Oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? It's still slightly protruding. I can't find a picture that looks like it. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm sure everybody has it. You have a pronounced bone thing on your foot. I have a little one on my foot. I figure it's normal. I mean, it seems like one of those natural genetic variation things where it's a little different on everybody, but not really to any extent that actually matters. Yeah, my ulna. Sure. I'm not a doctor. If it's bigger than, like, a cell, I have no idea what you're talking about. No! Wait, what am I doing? Am I popping that purple? Am I popping that red? I'm popping that red. Oh, I screwed that up.
I'm making a map.
Hurry up and get to Merm. Oh, I'm gonna skip Merm immediately. In fact, I hope I already have. Good. No Merm for you. I made you self-conscious about your wrist bump. Oh, it's fine. The, classmate who pointed it out was British in high school, so... I mean, they're still British. But effectively, I think it's safe to say we can disregard their opinions. That's why we fought the Revolutionary War, I think. All the Brits like, hey, you Americans with your weird wrists! And we just got sick of it. Oh, this is not great. And as I stream, I am also trying to coordinate stuff with work. Perfect British impression. Thanks, I spent a lot of time in London, you know. Psilocybin Catancer looks good. Psilocybin looks good. Catancer and Vigo looks good. Yeah, my ulnar styloid process. That's what I said! Yeah, this is probably VR. There's a YouTube channel that uploads it. That's not me. Also, there's nothing especially exciting to watch. It's just me playing Puyo and then later doing data analysis. Which is not fun for anybody, especially me, because it's more work that I shouldn't have to be doing. Do we need that yellow? Yeah, I do. What are we gonna do? We pop that, which pops the purples, which pops that, and then we need a blue on it, and then I think we pop the yellow. No, we pop that purple. Give me a purple, give me a purple, give me a purple, give me a purple. No, no, no. Wait, wait, wait. Yes, yes, yes. Go, go, go. Messed it up. I don't know what I'm doing now. Purple. Red. Nothing. 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 Oh no! Yeah, they've officially locked us out of the building. I might have to go and analyze all these files, and there's like 100 of them. I'm gonna scream. Did I remember to water all the plants before they got locked up? They took all the plants in the department, put them in my boss's office, and apparently one of the faculty members is just gonna come in and water all the plants. Watching you stack and never pop is like a modern-day Icarus story. This is my Sisyphean torture. I just like looking at my beans too much, and now I'm being punished. What about the mice? Vet staff should still be going in, and my boss is going to go in to separate the breeding pairs whenever they have offspring, which is a lot because they're mice, and family planning is not a term in their vocabulary. And also, they don't have anything else to do, I guess, but sit around and bang it out in their own filth.
Hey, Andy, sweetie, what's that you're drawing? I'm making a map. A map?
I have all this good behavioral data, and I'm worried because of the EFIS data is not going to back it up. Which I didn't collect, which is sort of the problem. I'm worried it's going to be a pain in the butt, and we're not going to be able to get this published. Which is kind of irritating. I have this really bad habit of just being like, look, guys, stop, just give it to me. I'll do it. I'll do the whole thing, and then I drive myself nuts, and it ends up working okay at the end, but still.
What's that you're drawing? I'm making a map.
Because it's like really, really good behavioral data. Like, perfect behavioral data. God. Trying to... Oh, yeah, I dropped a few frames, sorry. What is behavioral data? My animals that I ran through a number of behavioral tasks. And they all, well, in aggregate, responded how I want them to. But I'm worried that I only did half of that project because it's technically somebody else's thesis project that I was doing a lot of work on, and, you know, it's not really mine to do exclusively, but now I'm worried that the data's not shaping up right, and I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. What am I doing? What is this chain? What is this anything? No. No. Oh. Did I pay them? Why would I pay them? They should pay me. I had like a solid month of misery in that stupid project. Have I moved on to a new project, or still is it the one with the drug testing on the rats? To be fair, drug testing on animals is a lot of work and entails kind of a lot of biological science, but also they're mice. It's an entirely different species. Am I popping that? I don't even know. Am I popping the green? I've lost track. Pay the rat, not the people. Do I have a favorite mouse? Really the only ones that I could say were favorites, and they're not even like favorites, sans. Okay. I don't have anyone specifically that I remember, but my favorite mice are the ones that work with the behavioral project and get me good data and don't drive me up the wall over and over. but other than that, no.
Candy, sweetie.
Yeah, we haven't really changed the protocol for Ayakoke all that much. It's still the same general experimental protocol, it's just different drugs, and we have that all updated in our new protocol. And we just had a thingy, our semi-annual Ayakoke inspection, and it was okay, so... Are mice as smart as rats? No. Not at all. Oh, mice are so dumb. I'm sorry, mice. I'm sorry for my racism, but just... I can't... I feel guilty doing anything with rats because they're significantly smarter than mice, who are just dumb, little, pooping, biting machines, and don't really care what your experiment is, and don't really care what you want them to do, because they are just going to sit there and poop and ruin it. The end.
Candy, sweetie. What's that you're drawing? I'm making a map.
Pooping, biting machine sounds like a human child. I guess. Looking at my office Slack, and it's like, oh, everything that people are talking about is just gonna result in me having to do more work. Oh, I'm so tired. At least I have work. I mean, yes, but it shouldn't even be my work. It's not my thesis project. I have to do everyone else's work. No, I need a purple. Oh, Jesus. No, it is Marty Rules. You're right. It is supposed to be. But they were unable to do it. Because I had to get the data for this project, which is for someone else's project, but I also needed it for our grant proposal that went in, which was lacking preliminary data and got kicked back for that reason primarily. So I had to go and work my butt off to get the preliminary data for that, because, like, granted, you know, somebody else can go and do it, but I've done these experiments a whole bunch, and I've had them working for me reliably, so I did it, or not did it all, but did a gigantic chunk of it, and, that's kind of it. Like, if it weren't for the grant having to get in, I probably wouldn't have bothered, but, like, we only had a month or so to get it done, which was barely enough time to finish it, and not at all enough time to redo it if it didn't work. So that's kind of a problem. Because if the grant didn't get accepted, and it was from a lack of preliminary data or something, again, I would feel incredibly guilty having not actually done the extra work. No!
Hey, Andy, sweetie.
But yeah, whatever. Figure it out, I guess. Just irritated. Because my boss is always getting on me why I'm not making enough progress on my thesis, and it's like, because I have everyone else's stuff to do.
A mess.
Oh, you keep volunteering me to work on other people's projects. It's like, oh, this will just take a day, maybe 2 days, maybe an afternoon. And then it's like, no, that was 3 months and it didn't work. Can I get back to my thesis now? What is my thesis? I am looking at the target engagement of a rapid-acting antidepressant compound that is a negative allosteric modulator of GABA-A receptors, primarily those containing alpha-5 subunits.
Hey, Andy, sweetie. What's that you're drawing?
Oops.
Hey, Andy, sweetie. Hey, Andy, sweetie. What's that you're drawing? I'm making a map. Hey, Andy, sweetie. Hey, Andy, sweetie.
Do my mice have depression?
Hey, Andy, sweetie.
The flippant answer, some of them, the real answer, depression is purely a human condition which we can only diagnose via talk therapy, and therefore we can't diagnose in a rodent model of depression. However, we use various behavioral tasks that measure reward-seeking behavior in order to quantify anhedonia, which is the lack of reward, or the ability to perceive reward in these animals, and that is our physiological rodent model of anhedonia and depression-like activity in animals. You love benzos. Oh man, I had a whole bunch of experiments with flamazanil. Hate that drug. Oh my god, it never goes into solution. And then you end up freezing it, and then you have to go and thaw out the aliquots, and then it all just ends up separating in the tube, and it's like, ugh. What percentage of my mice are depressed? Right now, none of them. They make some strains that are more stress susceptible than others, which some of my coworkers have used. I don't use. Oh god, I know flamazanil's awful, dude. Thank you.
I'm making a map. Hey, Andy, sweetie. Hey, Andy, sweetie. What's that you're drawing? A map.
And then the stupid half-life of flamazanil is super, super low, so when you're trying to get it in an animal to antagonize the benzodiazepine site, it's like, well, I guess I just have to give him a big dose. And, you know, I sat there and did the math for, you know, this is what the metabolism is, and this is how much is going to be roughly left after X period of time, and that should be sufficient to antagonize the receptor enough for our drug. You know, for the duration the drug is in the animal. But that's also kind of a guess, and I would have given them multiple injections of flamazanil, but it is in DMSO, and animals don't particularly like being injected with DMSO, particularly mice, because at high enough doses it is toxic. So, the smart thing to do would be to just give them a few small doses, but it's not good. Anyway, that component of the project is done. That's what I did in 2017, and it worked. Yay! If you block the benzodiazepine binding site, our experimental antidepressant does not exert rapid-acting antidepressant model or properties in preclinical models of stress. Therefore, you could conclude that interactions with the benzodiazepine site are necessary to mediate the downstream antidepressant effects of our compound. Hooray. And that holds true for both behavioral and electrophysiological assays, which is good. Oh no. Oh, it's coming down fast. Yeah. Purple please, purple please, purple please, purple please. No, 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 no. Blue, 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 blue. Oh. Oh god. Oh, the humanity. Don't put it in my blue hole. There, good.
Andy, sweetie, what's that you drawing? Andy, sweetie, what's that you drawing?
What's my plan after I get my PhD? Probably a couple existential breakdowns because I wasted my 20s, and then, I don't know. Sleep a lot, get a job, jump off a bridge, I haven't decided. That's okay, as long as I still have Andy, sweetie.
Andy, sweetie, what's that you drawing? I'm making a map.
Yeah, spend another decade living on postdoc money. Oh, God.
Andy, sweetie,
I've been offered a postdoc position from one of my co-authors already who got faculty, or, who got an associate faculty position. Like, worst case, I have that lined up. I don't know if I particularly want to do it or to stay in Baltimore for another 5 years, but that's an option. Pause! Pause! What do you do? Oh god, get in the controller port! Why? Cool, great. Yeah, stack my things all the way to the very top and then give me control for like the last 2 seconds. That's cool. I love it. Also, my coworkers are messaging me. Give me a sec. Whoops. I'm writing flamazino in the chat instead of fluoxetine. Getting my F words mixed up.
Andy, sweetie, what's that you drawing?
Science. Science, science, science. At a certain point, just, fed up with everything.
Andy, sweetie, what's that you drawing? Andy, sweetie. Andy, sweetie, what's that you drawing? A map.
A map? I tried to pair it via Bluetooth and it didn't want to work. But my controller is not connected. There it is. I mean, it's sort of rewarding, but it's also very frustrating, especially when a lot of stuff is outside of your control. And I'm also kind of annoyed that my part worked, and my part has been done for a while, and now I have to do another part somebody else is doing, but they should have had done!
Hey, Andy, sweetie! What's that you draw? Yes, I'm making a map.
Alas.
Hey, Andy, sweetie!
Because I also don't want the project to get scooped, which is what I'm slightly worried about.
A map! 見事だ!
Yeah. Well, I'm not a postdoc, to be fair. I mean, in most labs, generally people should be working together and collaborating and getting projects done, not just in isolation. Because it's easy to get stuck on stuff and then it all gets delayed forever. But, I don't know. This is just a weird set of circumstances, I guess. Need another purple, and then I need 2 blues on that? Okay. And a green. Uh-oh. 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 My lab members are... I mean, they work in the same office, we're coworkers, but we all generally like each other. The, one guy who's a real jerk has since left. Which is good for me, because he was making my life harder than it needed to be. Yeah, that was the first guy that I died to. I mean, not like ever, but in this playthrough. God damn it, that's fine. Yo. Go chain, go! So my coworkers haven't really done that much for my project. Sans like just basic stuff like, hey, can you bring this cage upstairs or whatever else. There's another lab that I do a lot of collaboration with that has been a gigantic help, and probably the reason that I didn't get fired at the end of 2017, which I almost did, and that was not fun. Get to sit there with your boss and the program director and be like, yeah, I know I'm bad at this. Please maybe give me another shot. Oh yeah, no, I had not a great time with grad school for a while, as you may or may not remember from certain earlier streams. Because I was, and still am, a gigantic, depressed mess, and sometimes I am not super functional when I ought to be. And also the guy in my lab who was a jerk, but also responsible for teaching me everything, was not super helpful, so... Went and found other people, other friends, and other labs who helped me out, and all is good. Dress up like a mouse and get the good stuff. The doses are too low. We have like a gram of, or not a gram, a milligram of psilocybin. And the dose for rodents, probably people, is a milligram per kilogram. So I am a number of kilograms. So I don't think they're going to be giving it to me. I hope I didn't need that green. I don't think I did. Red, please. 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 Thank you. Yo-ho-ho. Oh yeah, no, a gram of psilocybin would be quite a bit. That's what I want. Just zap my brains out. Oops. That's not where that goes. What is this chain? What am I trying to do? Now's the time to try all the drugs I wanted to try. Yeah, if the psilocybin went missing from the lab, there would be hell to pay. And I'm giving them hallucinogens, but at a normal dose. I've worked with ketamine, various ketamine metabolites, various deuterated forms of ketamine, the drug that I'm using for my thesis, and I guess now psilocybin. And that's most of it. Okay, first of all, if a few grams of the drug went missing, that's a lot. Like, that's an incredible amount of drug to go missing. So, let's not do that. If it were a few milligrams, that's also a lot, because we have to sign out all of it. And then it has to all be accounted for, because it's a controlled substance. So, like, if it disappears, that's really bad. So don't do that. Has it changed my opinion on psychedelics? I mean, not really. It's not like I had a bad opinion of them to begin with. I mean, I used to, but now I don't. And that's not because of the research, it's just like, oh yeah, I had a lot of Dare propaganda as a kid. Which, in retrospect, gave you a very rigid look on everything, and ends up giving you a lot of stigmas for things that probably shouldn't be stigmatized. You'll do some drugs right now. Oh no. Like what? Can you just like pull out a razor blade and a mirror and like a gigantic bag of cocaine and then start watching the stream? Like aspirin. Oh no. Don't you dare. What am I doing? Am I popping the red? I don't remember. I think I messed that up. Oh, I had to put a yellow on there, and then the yellow got covered up. That's what happened. You shoot up every day. I'm sorry. I've gotten some accidental needle sticks with those insulin syringes, and they hurt a lot. Also, maybe I'm just a giant baby. Wasn't there a streamer who had a coke problem? Couldn't tell you, but I probably have a Pepsi problem. It's kind of the same. Oh yeah, whatever happened to Man vs. Game? That's a name I haven't heard about in ages. We've got tiny needles. What are they, like 20 gauge? Is that even the right thing? I don't remember. I'd have to look. There's like gauges for needles and piercings and everything's all different. He streams all the time. Ah. Yeah, it's a name that I remember being around forever, but it's kind of all I remember from him. Sorry, I can never remember what gauge our needles are. I just sort of end up going to the website to go and reorder them, and I just reorder whatever I ordered last time, and it's like, yep, that's the same one. Did I read the packaging? Not enough. Is this like a 1/2 mil insulin syringe? Yes, okay. I don't even know where people are supposed to go and get tested for coronavirus. I'll just be really obnoxious while streaming. Oh man, that Ocarina of Time with an Ocarina thing. It's so weird, because it had, like, normal viewership, more or less, like, kind of hovering around 1,000, whatever. But I got, like, 1,000 new followers from that one stream, which is a lot. And I feel like it might have done better if it weren't just ear-splittingly obnoxious and also just out of tune. I'm gonna have to thank Rickion for doing all the heavy lifting, coding the note to button press system. Rickion's around. Oh, I should start doing data analysis. Just gonna sit there with a copy of Clamp Fit for hours. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. God, look at how bulbous Robotnik is in this. It's way better. Also, I forgot I left the stream this way, but it actually looks pretty good. I mean, it doesn't, but it looks dumb enough where I'm kind of into it. Looks better than normal. Okay, and we need a purple, and then we need a red, and we can put the blue on that red, and then we can put that on that, and then the blue's the trigger. So just get blue pieces, get blue pieces, get blue pieces, thank you, get more blue pieces, get more blue pieces, no, thank you, more blue pieces, thank you. Get blue beans. Oops. At least someone here is being productive. Me, the most productive. Am I gonna regret putting that there? Yeah. Yeah. regret everything. I cut back on streaming. I regret this. Oh my god, what have I done? Oh yeah, just put more pieces down randomly, it'll work out just fine. Oh. It's okay. I'll save it. What am I popping? Oh wait, that's right, it's the green. I had to put a purple on top of that stack, and I don't even know how I'm gonna get up there now. Maybe I can put the purple over there and hope for the best. I don't even know. I don't even know what this chain is. It's nothing. It's just garbage. I'm garbage. Oh, Jesus. So wait, what do you do, Healer of Pains? Do you work in a hospital or do you work in a lab? I don't remember. I'm sure you've mentioned this multiple years ago. You're an ER vet. Got it. What's that like in coronavirus times? My favorite Gabriel Garcia Marquez novel. Love in the Time of Coronavirus. Just that one square. Just boop, and then I died. Otacon can love Bloom in a quarantine. Not very good. Got nothing. Yeah, I felt like I could never actually become a doctor because I just don't have any patience with people. Doctor, I'm sick. And I'll be like, we're all sick. Get in line. Everyone says there's a baby boom after the quarantine, but like, I doubt it. Like, I get it, you know, everyone's bored and banging it out in the background, but, like, the whole thing is, hey, life's all screwy and uncertain, and also everyone is maybe not sure what employment's gonna be like, and it doesn't seem like the best environment to just start making kids intentionally. Yeah. I want to impregnate you, but I have to be 6 feet away. We just load up my secretions in a super soaker and hope for the best. Oh no. That's an Olympic event. Not anymore, they canceled that. This is a really weird combo, but I really, really like the setup. Provided it works, because it's very compact. Oh, I messed it up. There should be a green there. Oops. Yeah, the Olympics got delayed, and I don't think anybody focused on the fact that the Olympics were delayed, and focused more on the fact that the guy who said the Olympics were going to be delayed was called Dick Pound. I was telling my coworkers about it, and everyone's like, wait, Dick Pound? That's his name? Like, you could be Rich Pound and be like British royalty, but no. It's a nickname. You have made the conscious choice to refer to yourself as Dick Pound. Like, why? You know what you're doing, dude. Oh, but I just had one for Josu. Yeah, I saw the Waffle House thing, and then it made me remember I don't think I've actually been to a Waffle House. Richard Sterling. It's a southern thing mostly, I think, but I mean, Maryland is, I think, technically south of the Mason-Dixon line. I mean, you can get grits here, so that's kind of how you know it's the South-ish. South adjacent. The only thing I know about a Waffle House is that I think it was Bon Appetit, or maybe it was Epicurious, I don't remember. They had one of the guys go in on one of those like 24-hour shifts, and he made a video of it at a Waffle House, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Where's my blue? Where's my blue? Thank you. Wow, that's really bad, Shane. What's my coworker say? Going to ride my bike, that goes nowhere, and pray for clarity in Tim's analysis. See you for happy hour. I'm not going to the fake happy hour. Our department is having a happy hour over webcam. I can't think of a sadder thing. Just put one of the cosplays on and then turn the webcam on. It's like, hey guys, just here working. As per usual. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh. Do they think people want that? I don't know. I feel like some of the PIs thought it might have been a fun idea, but like, I don't even like normal social hours. like a $10 bottle of wine my parents gave me when I moved into my grad school apartment, and it's still sitting there in my closet. So I'll just sit there and drink that alone on a webcam and then just cry in the background. The extroverts are trying to hold their grip on society. Oh my god, you're right. You people thought you could spend all your time alone at home without having to talk to us. Well, guess what? Oh, just give me a red. This is gonna get too sloppy too fast. Oh, wait, no, that's the... Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. Oh, this is a terrible chain, and I'm a terrible player. There. Oh god, I have like... How many slices does she want me to analyze? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Cool, that's like 3 hours. Love it. No, I can't outsource it because it should have been done by somebody else and they can't do it, so I have to do it. Oh, I needed those greens. Oh, that did not go there. Oh, I've ruined it. I've ruined this chain. It's a bad chain and bad at Puyo. Da 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 da. Doing this really badly. Yeah, so our governor said if you go to the tri-state area, which is where I live, at least back in New Jersey, you have to self-quarantine for 14 days. I don't know how they're going to enforce that, but if I go home to visit my parents, I don't know what that means for me. No! 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 Oh, I flew too close to the sun again. My video games. Does that mean my parents also have to self-quarantine? No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything. All I know is I should be doing data analysis. But I'm lazy, but I should be doing it, because if this paper is gonna get put out at all, it's gonna be because I did all this extra work. Sorry, I'm just grumbling a lot. Yeah, I should be writing my thesis too, but I'm lazy and then I have to do this other stuff. I'm not even sure how I'm gonna finish the third aim on my project at this point, because if the labs are closed for a while, I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of breeding up, and then I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of viral transfection, and then I'm gonna have to wait for that, and then I'm gonna have to run a whole bunch of experiments. And, you know, I don't even know if I'm gonna have animals when I go back. I'm gonna have, like, no breeding pairs set up, or... I mean, all the litters are probably gonna be too old to actually work with by the time I get back to the labs, so... it's all kind of irritating. Maybe they'll just let me graduate regardless, and it won't be the world's best paper, but it'll be fine. Did I hear that story about the spring break kids? Sort of? I think I just read the headline. I was struggling to understand exactly what was so bad about it. I didn't watch the video or read a statement or anything, but... because I thought the kid was just like, oh, if I get it, I get it. Which, I mean, is not ideal, but that was also kind of the approach that I had. Not necessarily so blunt, but like, I have made peace with the fact that I will probably get it. I don't know if that's the same sentiment or not. I guess the tone of it is not quite the same. Oh, they all tested positive? Okay. That much I did not know. Got it. Okay, we have to get that. And then we have to put 2 blues on that. And then a yellow on that. And then... I could put a green on that purple, but I'm not getting enough now. Nah, just pop it now. Oh yeah. I haven't checked my temperature in multiple days. I hope it's still more than 80 degrees. Um... 98.4. Nailed it. Rest assured, I'm not giving you coronavirus over the microphone. Stick that thermometer in your mouth. Already did. Thank you for encouraging me, because it's good to be healthy. Did I wash the thermometer's hands first? I rubbed my face all over the thermometer's face. Excuse me. Good stretch is always a good feeling. Okay, that's something that I guess could happen. Blue, please. Blue, please. Blue, please. Blue, please. Blue, please. Blue, please. Thank you. No, I didn't. Which Wegmans was it? Manalapan. Uh-oh. I think I've been to that one. Not, like, in the past 10 years, but at some point. Purple. No. No, I need another purple and then I need a blue. Come on, game. Come on, game. Purple, good. Get rid of that. Start building up the greens. I mean, not a blue. I lied. Green, please. 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 Thank you. Kill him. He's dead. I need a blue. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Maybe this? That's an idea. Let me pop the purple. Oh. Yeah, it worked. I can't blow you away, my controller disconnected. There. I need a lot of blues, like, ASAP. Thank you. You know, somebody was suggesting a stacker emote, but is there an emote for, like an insert coin emote? Like, what I have in mind is one of these. I feel like this might be identifiable in 28 by 28, maybe? I wonder how... I mean, I know what it's supposed to be. I don't know if that's a thing that's not gonna play, because arcades aren't a thing anymore. Yeah, I think that might work. I mean, it might be the same, effectively, in terms of the Tim De Niro emote, but... God, I always liked back when the emote was new, and back before they had Amazon Prime, or Twitch Prime. Every time somebody would subscribe, people would spam the De Niro emote with burning money. There. It's not even a complete chain, but it's more than nothing. Yeah, let's have another image not found. This time, it's what it looks like in Netscape. Are arcades actually coming back into style, or is it only arcade machines that are based off of mobile games coming back into style? Like, here's the giant Angry Birds arcade machine, which is a giant grubby touchscreen. Have fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but the problem with barcades, and the problem with arcades in general, is that it's like, oh boy, Marvel vs. Capcom 2! Oh, wait, a lot of the buttons don't work. Okay. I don't know why people like pinball. Pinball blows. I'm sorry, but... like... it's not fun Actual machines are kind of neat, at least from like a design perspective, but pinball as a thing is just super tedious. And then it's like, oh cool, I like how we have multiple holes where the ball could just go in and you can't do anything to stop it. Have fun. Did I ever shame this person? No, I didn't. I looked at this yesterday, because you could see what emotes are ostensibly similar to yours. I mean, granted, I stole this from Internet Explorer, so I'm not really too mad. If you search for similar emotes, I mean, that's the only one, so whatever. And if you search for similar badges, nothing. And now they have the new ones. So you could see... Wait, well, some of the new ones, they don't have the 2-month for some reason. But they have the Sick Wagon and the Wagons in Love, so that's good. Chunky Genesis music. That weird Swedish kid that jacked all my stuff, I know. And he made more internet money than me with his crappy Let's Plays. What's the cheer badge supposed to be? I was designing new emotes, or new substreak badges. And I was drawing a bunch of things for mock-up ideas, and then I drew Bart Simpson with his trademark catchphrase, "Don't cow," and then I figured, oh, why don't I shrink this down to normal size and make that your reward for giving me 5 or maybe 50,000, I don't remember. Anyway, if you, for some reason, spend an inordinate amount of money on this channel, you could have this crappy emote. You're welcome, I guess. Cease bovine. Purple please, purple please, purple please. Oops. Oh, that does not go there. Oh, that does not go there. Oh, no, it's all gone bad. Is it 50,000? How many is 5 million bits something? Wasn't that the same stream where I tried to draw the US map from memory? I did. In fact, it's still here. The map of the United States. As perfect as you could hope it would ever be drawn. With Utah somewhere between Nevada and Arizona, which I'm pretty sure it is not. But if we ignore that part, most of it is accurate. No, the game normally does not warp the screen. I'm pretty sure that is outside of the capabilities of the Sega Genesis. At least at this resolution. Oh, that's not great. Okay, we won. I mean, you could probably replicate a fair number of the Mode 7 effects and software on the Genesis. Just look at him jump. Oh god, that's horrifying. Just as his face, like, distends and shrinks and grows. Ah. See ya. I spent years making this machine and you defeated it in 34 seconds. No. Want me to slide off screen very slowly? Okay. Oh, it is well known Dr. Robotnik wears a lot of mascara. In fact, that's his defining trait. And his weird, like, rubber pants. Oh, gotta get a drink. Song. Oops. No, I haven't seen the Sonic movie yet. Has been. I love how this is just a dude they put in the game from an entirely different game, and it's like, yeah, he's just here. I don't know what Spike's supposed to be. I don't... Like a flame? I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I gotta go and do some work, and I'll probably maybe stream it. Let me see. Let me get rid of this part, though, because I have to go and get some data stuff. Play my playlist that I've played far too much. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. Not yet. I'm just blacking out the screen so I could log into my lab stuff. Why did you give me so much work to do? Why did you give me so much work to do? I'm so tired and I didn't even do anything. Okay, download all this. And then I download all these other goddamn stuff. Okay, have to download all of these, and then I have to... Number 3. These. Well, just waiting for this to download so I can go and analyze data. Been on a Tom Lehrer kick recently, but I don't know if this does anything for anybody else. Probably not. Is this done downloading? It's 32 megabytes out of unknown megabytes. Jokes I knew, it's Tom Lehrer time. I guess.
When you attend a funeral, it is sad
Just
to think
repurpose
that
the song.
sooner or
Instead of being about an
later those
A-bomb,
you
it's
love
about the
will do
coronavirus.
same for you. And you may have
I'm
thought it
doing
tragic,
data analysis in a bit.
not to mention other
I'm just waiting for it to download.
tips to think of all the weeping they will do, but don't you worry. No more ashes, no more sackcloth, and an armband made of black cloth will someday nevermore adorn a sleeve. For if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too,
If this is
there'll
intolerable
be
to you, just let me know.
nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. What a comforting fact that is to know. Universal bereavement and inspiring achievement. Yes, we all will go together when
Well, at
we
least
go.
this one is done downloading.
We will all bake together when we bake. There'll be nobody present at the wake. With complete participation in that grand
Immediately went right to my
incineration,
ROMs folder
every
instead of my
billion
grad
hunks of
school folder.
well-done steak. We
There's-
will all fry together when we fry. We'll be French fried potatoes by and by.
Oh no, Tom Lehrer's great.
There will be no more misery
original
when
punk.
the world is our rotisserie. Yes, we all will fry together when we fry.
Hey, those both downloaded.
We will all char together when we char. And let there be no moaning of the bar. Just sing out a Te Deum when you see that ICBM, and the party will be come as you are. We will all
Okay,
burn
so
together
what did I
when we
download?
burn. There'll be no need to stand and wait your turn. When it's time
So one,
for the
three, and
fallout
two,
and St.
three.
Peter calls us all out, we'll just drop our agendas and adjourn. And we will all go together when we go.
Give me a minute.
Every
I'm just
Hottentot and every Eskimo.
adjusting.
When the air becomes Uranus, we will all go simultaneous. Yes, we all
I
will
can
go
download
together when we all go together. Yes, we all will go together when we go.
How about a very topical song based on Werner von Braun, a person who is on the forefront of everybody's mind in the year 2020.
And what is it that put America in the forefront of the nuclear nations? And what is it that will make it possible to spend $20 billion of your money to put some clown on the moon?
Okay, let's see. That's
Well,
my
it was
Excel docs.
Good old American know-how, that's what. As provided by good old Americans like Dr. Werner von Braun.
Okay, what do I have to do?
Gather round while I sing you of Werner von Braun, a man whose allegiance is ruled by expedience. Call him a Nazi, he won't even frown. Nazi schmatzi, says Werner von Braun. Don't say that he's hypocritical. Say rather that he's apolitical.
Don't I have undergrad lab slaves?
Once the
No.
rockets are up, who cares where they come down?
What is this background
That's
music?
not my department,
It's
says
Tom
Werner
Lehrer
von
singing
Braun.
about Werner von Braun. The,
Some have harsh words for this man of renown, but some think our attitude should
Nazi
be one of
scientists
gratitude,
behind the V2
like
rockets
widows
and
cripples in
who we
old
got through
London
Operation
town,
Paperclip
who owe
to
their
help
large
advance
pensions to
our space
Werner
program.
von Braun. You too may be a big hero.
After World War
Once
II.
you've learned to count backwards to zero.
God, my coworker
In German or English,
blinded
I know how to
all these
count
files
down.
with names of
And I'm
various
learning
countries.
Chinese, says
The first one is
Werner
just
von
Chad.
Braun.
So I'm just analyzing Chad right now, I guess. Also, I thought the Vatican rag was very funny, but I feel like this is only going to be funny if you had a childhood growing up entirely on NPR and the only things you think are funny are witty social commentaries from like the 50s that will give you a sensible chuckle.
Another big news story of the year concerned the Ecumenical
Okay,
Council
what do I have
of
to do
Rome, known as
here?
Vatican II.
Because she emailed me the data. This
Among the things they did
is
in an
2,
attempt
5,
to
and
make the church
6.
more commercial
Yes, the wait, don't tell me crowd, exactly.
was to introduce the vernacular into portions of the Mass to replace Latin, and to widen somewhat the range of music permissible in the liturgy.
2,
But I
5,
feel
6.
that if they really want to sell the product in this second,
Okay,
what they ought to do is to redo some
give me
of
a
the
sec,
liturgical
I'm still
music in
pulling some of
popular
this
song
together.
forms. I have a modest example here.
Peak, anti-peak,
It's called
Fiber Volley.
Vatican Rag.
slope over fiber volley.
First you get down on your knees, fiddle with your rosaries, bow your head with great respect and genuflect, genuflect, genuflect. Do whatever steps you want if you have cleared them with the pontiff. Everybody say his own Kyrie eleison, doing the Vatican Rag.
Anyway, welcome to my incredibly
Get in
tedious
line in
data
that processional,
analysis.
Step into that small confessional. They're the guy who's got religion'll tell you if your sin's original. If it is, try playing it safer. Drink the wine and chew the wafer. 2, 4, 6, 8. Time to transubstantiate. So get down upon your knees.
It still makes me
With your
laugh.
rosaries. Bow your head with great respect and
What a great line.
genuflect, genuflect. Make a cross on your abdomen. When in Rome, do like a Roman. Ave Maria. Gee, it's good to see you. Getting ecstatic and sort of dramatic and doing the Vatican
I mean, everybody likes new math. That's kind of the Tom Lehrer song that
small children may
most people have probably heard of.
Position of being unable to do your child's arithmetic homework.
Also, I've
That's
memorized all the
the
lyrics to
revolution
this.
in mathematics teaching known as the new math. So
Or
for the
elements,
service
that's true.
here Tonight, I thought I would offer a brief lesson in the new math tonight.
And there may be many more, but they haven't been
This is the
discovered.
first room I've worked for a while. It didn't have a blackboard, so we will have to make do with more
More primitive visual aids, as they say in the ed biz. Ha 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 ha.
Consider the following subtraction problem, which I will put up here. 342 minus 173. Now, remember how we used to do that. 3 from 2 is 9, carry the 1, and if you're under 35 or went to a private school, you say 7 from 3 is 6, but if you're over 35 and went to a public school, you say 8 from 4 is 6. And
These are field
Carry the ones, we have
EPSPs.
169, but in
So,
a new approach,
essentially,
the important thing
it's
is
in
to understand what
a
you're doing.
brain slice. And these are measured in a pathway of the hippocampus, in the temporomonic CA1 pathway synapse. And effectively, you pump in a certain amount of current, and then you can go and quantify the response. In this case, that's quantified via slope of the initial response. And effectively, this is going to ideally tell us stuff about the synaptic strength within this particular synapse once I crunch the numbers, and we want to see some treatments having a higher overall synaptic strength and other ones lower. And that's what I'm doing. I don't know if that made any sense.
Rather than to get the right answer.
But you know what does make sense? New math. New math.
Here's how they do it now. You can't take 3 from 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the tens place.
Now that's really 4 tens, and then you get 3 tens, regroup, and you change the 10 to 10 ones, and you add to the 2, and you get 12, and you take away 3, that's 9. Is that clear? Now, instead of 4 in the tens place, you've got 3 because you added 1, that is to say 10 to the 2, but you can't take 7 from 3, so look at the hundreds place. From the 3, then use 1 to make 10 ones, and you know why 4 plus minus 1 plus 10 is 14 minus 1, because addition is commutative, right? And so you got 13 tens, and you take away 7, and that leaves 5.
Well, 6, actually, but the idea is the important thing.
The idea is the important thing. Now go back to the
Hundredth place, you're left with 2, and you take away 1 from 2, and that leaves... Everybody get 1? Not bad for the first day. Hooray for new math. New math. You won't be able to review math. It's so simple.
So very simple that only a child can do it.
Okay, I'll stop.
Now that actually is not the answer that I had in mind, because the book that I got this problem out of wants you to do it in base 8.
Now don't panic. Base 8 is just like base
Base
10,
8 is
really.
just like base
If
10.
you're missing 2
If
fingers.
you're missing 2 fingers. Shall we have a go at it? Hang on. You can't take 3 from 2. 2 is less than 3, so you look at the 4 in the 8's place. Now that's really 4 8s, so you make it 3 8s, regroup, and you change an 8 to 8 ones, and you add to the 2, and you get 1 2 base 8, which is 10 base 10, and you take away 3, that's 7.
Where do I choose
Okay.
to put the lines?
Now instead of 4 in the 8's place,
good
you've
question.
got 3 'cause you added 1, that is
Important
to say
question.
8 to the 2, but you can't take 7 from 3, so you look at the 64s.
Some of it is, like,
How did 64 get into it?
based on...
Try.
So some of this is
64
very
is
fiddly,
squared, don't you see?
and
Well, yeah,
ideally
it's a
you're
silly
supposed to have
question.
one
You got
person do
silly
all the data
answer. From
because
the
then they're
3,
using
then
their
use 1,
criteria
make 8 ones, you add those ones to the 3, and you get 1 3 base 8, or in other words,
to
in base
do
10, you add
all the
11, and you
scoring.
take away 7, and 7 from 11 is 4. Now go back to the
Ideally,
64s,
you're supposed to
you're
do
left
it at the
with 2, and
very
you take away
beginning
1
of the
from 2, and that
response, so
leaves-
when the response
Now, let's not
here
always see the same
begins to go
answers.
linear, you want to take the first millisecond and a half of that linear response and calculate it, and then you
That's right.
generally
Well,
want to
we got
use
one
the
since
same
they
time
have to
point
show
for all
up
the
clean
slices.
Hooray
So these
for
are all,
new math.
or not all the slices, all the different files. So this is the same slice, this is the same response, but at different stimulation intensities. So this starts at about 19 milliseconds in, so I have this at 19, and the rest are all at 19, and then I do them all for a millisecond and a half, which this one is actually not right, because I quantified that one instead. Okay. So technically that was wrong. Okay, I copied the wrong thing in.
No, I've often thought I'd like to write a mathematics textbook someday because I have a title.
Anyway,
that I know
where's the
will
mellow
sell a
music?
million copies. I'm going to call it Trop.
Welcome to my incredibly boring stream where I just click stuff a lot. And then for putting the first set of traces, or first set of markers down, that's not quite as fiddly. Because this here is the fiber volley, and that is effectively a representation of how many cells you're stimulating at a given current. So the more current you pump into the system, the more neurons you're activating here, and then you end up getting a bigger fiber volley because of that. But for this, all you really need to do is put the cursors on either side of the extreme, and then ClampFit has a function to search for the max and the minimum within that area. And then you subtract, and that is your fiber volley. And this is an F10B ratio of...
It's different for girls, they've got sensitive
10.
language, they built miles of defenses, they're not numbed by
Which seems
oppression.
about right.
It's different for girls, from when they are children, they're
And then 5.
depersonalized, aggressively objectified, they want to make a scene, they want to be
Older.
adored, and then they want to be left alone.
2, 5, and 6.
When they get bored with that, it's
Both
different
slices
for
here.
girls, they are mercurial creatures, not a masculine dissonance or sexual currency. Though some women
Anyway, this is pretty much all I'm going to be doing for the next few hours, so feel free to hang out. Or not. Can still more or less talk in the process. Just very tedious. How much is XSplit actually showing? Does it show the... No, it doesn't show the calculation windows that pop up. That's okay, there's nothing that exciting there.
every person they meet or create an elite or poison the game so no one else can compete. They like chaos and mystery and they like to combine them. Sometimes they act crazy but that doesn't define them. It's
5,
different
and
girls, they're not
6.
expected to fight, they're expected to sit and take some lesser man shit, though it don't feel right. No, don't feel right. Though some women
I haven't up to anything exciting.
though some demons are women
listen now.
For everyone psycho chick, there's 10,000 hateful pricks. It's different, it's different, it's different. Yeah, it's different for girls.
$5 in a fiddly place.
It's different for girls.
Just eyeball that. Seems about cheap. Anyone? Hello? Okay. Nothing exciting, just work. Yep, hear you there. Let's see, that's 19.7. Where does it start? 15.9? Yeah, I could do 19. Again. Give me one quick sec. I have to black that out. Actually, nah, I don't. It should be fine. Give me a moment. I thought I had a thing. What am I looking at? Well, if you've ever wanted me to sit here and talk to myself while doing data, boy oh boy, are you in luck. Where's this one? Something here I need. Now I don't know where it went. Okay, let me check this. maybe Hobo Tough Life? That was sort of the plan, but I have to see how long it's going to take me to do all this data. Gotta download some stuff.
It's mid-July and I've been dragged along to Southern France, where I'm so highly restless, and I can see
Can I install?
and everything's been done, but not by you and me. But years to act our part in this comedy.
There.
My pace is slow and simple as I'm mounting the debris. I'm just another tourist, folks, with nowhere else to be. And everything's been done, but not by you and me. Got years to act our part in this comedy.
One quick second. I have to. Man, I need like a stack of Post-its, and I used to have one, and now I can't find it. I just have to make like dumb notes, and I guess I'll just put it on scraps of paper.
Years to act
Yeah, or just write it down in the file. Who cares?
this comedy.
Okay, so this is Chad, which is mouse 9. Oops. These are field potentials. Give me 1 second.
All along, you know,
It's not the right memory stick.
beauty in the soul is for sure. It's hard to just stand still. The groove is all I've got, and it's hot. Come with us, you must. The
They're
world's
taking
just
screenshots of my data. No. Why would you do
so sit
that?
back and unwind. You've got to find the time for sunshine.
Why would you steal my data?
feel like I should probably measure the slope here instead. So this little bit.
Maybe we can say it all day.
I don't know what that bit is, so that's kind of annoying.
It's hard to just stand still. The groove
That
is all
seems a bit
I've
more
got.
likely.
It's hot.
These all have that bump there, so let's do this instead.
It's hard to just stand still. The groove is all I've got, and it's hot.
5. Oops. Oops. 1.5. Sounds not quite right. You said just run these again because one of them got to Okay. Okay, so now we have this. Good. Did I do the. Yeah. What's this? It's 20.3. Yeah, that was looks. This is 20.3.
Sits nice from that cloud, and if you want a piece of my thoughts, there's a coin.
Oh, these negative and positive spikes, those are the stimulation artifacts.
Won't you toss?
Those don't mean anything, that's just when the stimulation from the stim box happens. And I need files 6 through 10.
Please just have a laugh with me, 'cause you know I'm a borrowing.
Sorry, chat, but this is a free zone. Please refrain from doing that.
Already crowned. Come on, it's a silly dream, dreaming of the imagery unfound. The view sits nice from that cloud, and if you want a piece of my thoughts, it's a coin worth flipping. Why don't you toss?
How much are this one from? No, they didn't let me into the lab. I just have the data. Where does this go flat? Like,
最近は銀座で警官ごっこ国境は越えても乗車必須領収書書いてちょうだい税理士なんてついていない後楽園将来そうになって結婚してほしい毎晩シングルで勇気するだけピザ屋の彼女になってみたいそしたら便利や多少レジラブで
I am quantifying individual AMPA and NMDA response components of field EPSPs in order to quantify synaptic strength in animals that receive a dose of psilocybin, or a dose of vehicle, or a dose of a 5-HT2B antagonist, or it's brain stuff. If you're sad, your brain has small numbers. If you are happy, your brain has big numbers. This is essentially how that works out. Negatives. No, it's a ratio, so it's not going to be negative. Am I doing 21? Yeah, I feel like this is not quite This is gonna be super tedious. I think I'm just gonna turn the stream off for now because it might go faster. Maybe be back. I don't know, but I'm just gonna fiddle with this for a little bit. See ya. Sorry.